Hey guys, welcome to Nifty World. Well, today I'm bringing a little bit of optimism to your lives because no, NFTs are not dead. There are most definitely signs of life, and it's all thanks to, well, possibly the biggest blue chip project out there at the moment, and it is something that is going to be hard to beat. But the ecosystem that surrounds the Bored Ape Yacht Club is going to show us how certain NFTs can ride through a bear market, can thrive through a bear market, and can even survive a bear market. Yes, there are 3 reasons why the Bored Ape Yacht Club is doing really well despite everything else that's going on in the world. And these 3 reasons are going to show how this brand is going to grow and grow and grow, and how you will be able to kind of get into certain price points, whatever your budget is. And obviously this is never financial advice, but it is something for you guys to take into consideration if you want to be part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem and be part of where it is going in the near future. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so let's get going with this. Are NFTs dead? Well, no, I don't think that they are. Even in this bear market, we have seen some pretty big moves from the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem. So we're seeing first and foremost that BAYC number 232, which is this little fella here, he has sold for almost $1 million. Okay, so this is $927,000 or 800 ETH is what this was going for, and it was bought by a renowned collector called Kyung. So Kyung's he's been known to buy cyberkongs. He's got punks. He's got loads and loads of different things, and he's got lots and lots of love for the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So he bought this last week, which has made a huge move in the market. And I just wanted to show you sort of the sentiment at the moment around the Bored Ape Yacht Club, because even in these big dips, we are seeing big sales taking place. And we all know that this is not a cheap NFT to buy. So we're seeing, obviously this one here will be Kyung's, this is average price, but which is obviously bringing it down. But we are seeing some huge spikes still happening despite the huge price tags that are going on. And 4 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 20 hours ago, there are still massive sales being had within the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And that even goes on and stretches to the Mutant Ape Yacht Club as well. So it's secondary collection here. And what we're seeing with this is this kind of trajectory, which I think is really interesting. Now, don't get me started. I did think I needed to go and buy a second mutant when the prices were down only a few days ago. But actually now what we're seeing is it very quickly climbing. And this trajectory up here is that something is brewing. So what we're seeing is this increase in sales, which is giving us a bit of buoyancy in the market. Again, look, how many sales 8 hours ago did we have when the US market was up and about? This is giving us kind of that inkling that something is brewing underneath the surface. And I think we just need to question what that something is. And that leads me on to my next couple of points to bring to you. So first and foremost, I just wanted to tell you that obviously I think when you're looking at a change in activity and we're seeing floor prices growing, the other day the floor price was like 9.5. It's now 14.2 for the mutants. We are seeing big changes in the market. And this could be down to a number of things. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was ApeCoin. So ApeCoin is obviously the cryptocurrency that has been released by Yuga Labs. It's obviously very heavily associated with the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem. This is something that if you were a BAYC or an MAYC holder, you were gifted a load of ApeCoin. It's now being utilized in different ways. I think Gucci is allowing you to pay for things via ApeCoin. All these things that are kind of happening within the Web3 space that kind of push the market sentiment upwards in a way. And one of the big things about ApeCoin is that it's going to be bringing in staking. And what that is happening is giving us, again, a boost when it comes to looking at actually how much the value of ApeCoin is going. And not financial advice, but if you are on the lower end of the budget spectrum, buying into some ApeCoin cryptocurrency is a very affordable way of getting into that ecosystem in whichever way you think is right, especially when it was right down here, which was kind of I think at its lowest, kind of £2.50 per ape coin, which was super cheap. And obviously this is all in dollars here. But what we've seen in the last few days, we've seen a little bit of a dip, but it's coming back up to kind of over £3 and obviously almost $4 in terms of pricing. And this is all, I think, from the announcement of staking. So the interesting thing about staking is that actually there has been an update where there's been geo-blocking, which means that certain countries will not be able to stake, and that includes the US. And the thing is that what we think is going to happen is that's not going to stop anything, because people will change their VPNs, they will look at different ways to try and work out how to stake. But the idea of like earning money from essentially owning both the cryptocurrency and also the NFTs is hugely kind of appealing to a lot of the community. And so it's pushing a lot of people to kind of think differently about this and to look at kind of what that opportunity is. Now, I do want to point out what Zeneca was talking about. Zeneca is hugely prominent here, and you might be able to read this. I'll pop it up on a bigger sign for you as well. But he said to his 312,000 followers that those geo-blocked by apestake.io will still be able to stake by interacting with the smart contract directly or using another interface without geo-blocks. So you could use, as I mentioned, that VPN to spoof your location. And, you know, there was obviously a lot of speculation around Yuga back when the SEC were investigating as well. That's still ongoing, so we're still waiting to see the outcome of that. But despite all of that, things are still getting really bullish around this particular project. And what is that down to? Well, I think it's down to things like this. It is down to the trial of Jimmy the Monkey. You might be going, what the hell's she on about? Well, the roadmap that has happened for the BAYC has had a version 2 released. And this is something that continues the brand building of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And only on Thanksgiving, so last Thursday, did we see an announcement from the Bored Ape Yacht Club saying that the trial begins this Christmas, which I think is really exciting. And what that essentially means for a lot of people is that the roadmap here, the second level of this roadmap, we're seeing this first kind of step into it. And all of this stuff, there's things that are top secret that are happening. It keeps you intrigued as a wallet holder and an NFT holder. People just get really excited about these roadmaps, and it's done really, really well from the BAYC. Obviously, we've also got the other side as well, which is their own metaverse. So how is Web3 integrating by doing this kind of full ecosystem of cryptocurrency, of merchandise? We're seeing progressions for the NFTs and massive sales there. We're also seeing, these moves in the metaverse as well. Everything together, working collectively, is one of the reasons why this is such a stellar project. And yes, there's been some interesting moments, I think, in the last few months. Pop star Justin Bieber has bought his ape for $1.29 million, and it's now worth about $69,000. So he's lost on that. But actually, that's only kind of, when you look at it in a relative sense, it's not actually as bad as we think. But there's still more to come.
Oh, hello, you've just caught me on another NFT break. Well, whilst I've got you here, I just wanted to let you know that we're really pleased to say that we've partnered with the Tezos ecosystem for this video. Tezos is the blockchain that you can build, play, and collect on, and its ecosystem is home to developers, creators, and innovators from all around the world. It's also super environmentally friendly, with an average energy footprint of just 17 global citizens. Now, knowing that, along with low gas fees and sustainability through innovation, you can rest assured that this is a green, clean blockchain. And don't just take my word for it. Some of the world's biggest brands are building their futures on Tezos, including Ubisoft, the New York Mets, Red Bull Racing, McLaren F1, and even Manchester United. So a huge thanks to the Tezos ecosystem for partnering with us on this video. And if you want to find out more about the Tezos blockchain, then make sure you check out all of the links in our description box below. But for now, let's get back to business.
and this takes me on to my third point, and why I think you should still be bullish about the Bored Ape Yacht Club, is because we are also seeing a marketplace, an official ApeCoin DAO marketplace, which is launching by Snag Solutions. And this in itself is going to get you really excited about buying, selling, trading your apes on a secure platform, essentially run by the community. So it's specifically built for the BAYC and other side communities. It will include ApeCoin staking as well, which I think just brings everything together, and it puts Yuga Labs kind of at the heart of everything, rather than OpenSea or another kind of marketplace in which you can trade on. And hopefully that gives us a bit more awareness of the brand. It gives us a bit more security as well, and it brings that community together, which I think is another big reason why a lot of people are really bullish on this, on how it all works. So Zihirwagen, which is Zach, he does a really good rundown of everything that you need to know about this, but it's all kind of happening at the same time. And these three big things that are coming together are the big things that I think you need to be taking note of, whether or not you are at the lower end budget section and wanting to get into the ecosystem through the cryptocurrency ApeCoin. There's a great opportunity to stake. You just need to look into that detail a little bit more. If you're wanting to maybe take that mid-level step, there is still some other side deed lands that you can purchase for around 1 to 2 ETH, which is a good entry point as well. And then the higher end of the spectrum is where we're seeing the big moves happening, which is within the Bored Ape Yacht Club itself and also the Mutant Ape Yacht Club. So everyone is still really bullish. I do not think that major collectors such as Kungs would have purchased anything, and I'm just going to leave this GIF here, would have purchased an NFT for nearly $1 million if he didn't think something big was coming. So there we go, guys. Some good starter for 10 knowledge to get you guys moving and showing that NFTs, particularly the big projects, the big blue chips, really aren't dead.